What's up, everybody? It's Dan Great with Forge coming at you today for your 5-minute power up. And today we're going to talk a little bit more about just getting the work done. Now, if you're watching this video, you can see I got my Grinch pants on. I do got shoes on though, man. I got my sweatshirt on. Like I'm chilling. I'm chilling like a villain. It's Friday. I'm actually getting ready to go be the Grinch at elementary school. They asked me if I'd come in and be the Grinch, and I love being the Grinch. It's one of my favorite things to do. Like, some people love Santa Claus, whatever. Like, I love the Grinch. My heart is 3 sizes too small. I'm kind of evil like that. I'm kidding. The Grinch isn't evil. He's a great guy. But, like, I love that. And so, a little bit of planning goes a long ways. And that's what I want to talk about today is like planning, but not having to get dressed up for the day every day. And so I hear this a lot. And you're going to hear me contradict myself a little bit in here because I do believe in dressing for success. Like, I don't ever wear this, right? The reason I'm wearing this is because I'm getting in the mood for what I'm doing today, right? I'm going to be wearing a green Grinch hair suit. I'm going to be all greened up on my face, and I'm getting in the groove for where I'm going. And that's really what I want to talk about. That's really what I want you to realize is that you have to get in the right state of mind to be successful, right? And that's something that actors get totally. They get so absorbed into parts that they actually become that part while they're doing it. And sometimes it causes them massive problems. Look at Charlie Sheen with 2.5 Men. You know, in the show, he was a raging alcoholic and got into drugs and stuff like that as well. And that carried into his real life, right? We've seen it the other way around where people are super clean and they take that home with them, and they become clean at home as well because their casting was clean. And in real life, it's the same way, right? If you're not dressing for the part that you want, if you're not getting in the right mood, if you're not allowing yourself to grow, you're not setting yourself up for success, right? Like me, today, I'm getting ready to go be the Grinch. And so I'm like getting ready for it. I'm in the groove, right? I got my Grinch pants on. I got my loose shirt on. Like, I'm just kind of chilling. I've been doing a bunch of work down here while I'm doing this. And it's kind of funny. I've got so much done today. I've written like 4 different agreements and a new commission policy for 1099 salespeople and devotional series for the entire 2026 year. Like, I've got it all mapped out. And like, I've created 4 or 5 spreadsheets for tracking stuff. Like, I am like on the ball this morning, and it's like 7:42 when I'm recording this. I've got more done today than most people get done all day long. It's not even by the time they get to work most days. But like, my point here is like, you've got to get in the role. You've got to get yourself in that momentum in order to be successful, because I get it. Okay. I get it. I actually did the Grinch for a deal the other night, and they had their timing off a little bit. And so I sat in my car for like 2.5 hours. It was really a joke. But I digress. That's not the point. The point isn't that it was a joke. It was that it was like by the time that I got in there, I was out of character again. Right? I'd hyped myself up. I got all dressed up in my green hair suit. I got everything done. Got my Santa coat on. Got my face painted green. Got everything that was there. Got all the lines drawn on. My amazing wife helped me with all that. I was in the mood. I was in the character. I was going. I got there and I'm like, cool. And then a half hour later, it's like, oh, we're just getting started. Wait, what? I know this is going to take a long time from here. Like, this is crazy. Like, what is the problem? You know what I mean? And so by the time I got there, I actually had to psych myself up and get back into character 2.5 hours later, which was crazy hard to do, because I'm sitting there and I'm like a little aggravated at the situation, right? And the truth is that it was just a little too much, and I had to get myself back into where I wanted to be. So you have to be willing, you have to be able to get yourself where you need to go. And that's part of what being a Forge leader is. That's part of what I want to talk about. It's like, you got to find ways to get yourself in the groove. Whatever that groove is to be successful, no matter what you're doing. I do so many different things that I have to have different ways to get into different grooves, right? Like, when I'm working on God First, Life Next, I got to get in a spiritual groove. Right? So I open up my Bible, I read a few verses, I get into it. When I'm getting into Eclipse DOT, I got to get into a DOT groove. When I'm doing Forged podcast, I got to get into a Forged podcast groove. Right? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you have got to figure out how to get in your groove, whatever groove that is for whatever you're doing. Right? And that's what I want to encourage you to do, is to figure that out for you. If you're a leader, like, Tony Robbins jumps on a trampoline, boom, 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 before he gets on stage. Like, that's how he gets in his groove. That's his mind thing. That's how he psychs himself up. Me, I have different things, right? Like, I do different stuff. You're going to do different stuff than I do. You're going to do different stuff than Robbins does. You're going to do different stuff than Brunson does, or Grant Cardone, or Kevin O'Leary, or whoever, you know what I mean? Like, we all do different things to get ready. And that's kind of what I want you to realize is, like, I just want you to figure out what is your key, what's going to turn you on, what's going to get you going, what's going to be like, oh, boom, let's go. Right? And then once you figure that out, repeat. All right, guys, I know I went over 5 minutes. Hope you enjoyed. Grab a copy of my book, Grit, Grease, and Grace, Leadership Forged in the Trenches by Dan Greer. Oh, here comes my vacuum cleaner, Marv, to clean my office. We'll chat with you guys later. Bye.